as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And off we go from Denver. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's third down and inches. An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. Block now to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on third and inches. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Block going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Locke to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Thank goodness goodness for heaters up here.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Second down, McKinnon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. On second down, McKinnon. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete, and they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year, and we all...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 10, Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun, it's Locke. A throw left side, hold in by Hamler. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there.
Touchdown! That's caught at the 2. K.J. Hamler, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 1st down, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Play action. Now it's Locke. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They fake the handoff, now Locke. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Caden Stearns. He's at the 50. 30. 20. 10. 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned,
well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet him, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw it is Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. This will be caught. Judy. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing now is Locke. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's Locke. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Right there. 54, right there, 54, right.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos! Cortland Sutton, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
54 is mine. 54 is mine. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On play action, Locke. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Courtland Sutton, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos use this short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their...
They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Extra point by Butker is on target, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Locke now on first down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Locke will try again on second down. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's good for first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Locke now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Three down. Three down. My game. My game. Get that quarterback at all costs. Mike 8. Mike 8. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Locke again. Oh, Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 15. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal, Kansas City.
Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Mike 20. So we got man.
Now Mahomes. And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Mike 20. Wild Bill. Relax. Hey, Mike 20. Go. Hey, Mike.
Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down to 28.
Next to score, Broncos 49, Chiefs 21. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, Locke. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Exit. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Let him know.
Again, it's Locke. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Locke off of play action. He completes this to Sutton. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
First down, Chiefs.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Flushed out right. This is caught. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the boot. Now the ball comes loose. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike, 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. 54, come on.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. He's got it. Touchdown. Noah Fant with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
He's got a man complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 67 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. Throwing now is Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Williams is going to have the first down and a little more. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up Sackett.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To try again after the sack. Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
One final try for Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.